How's it going? Sean Nightfire here, doing a repair on this 6K LFP from SunGoldPower. So this is the old power board. As you can see, I blew one of the transistors there, and a little bit pricey, but I got a new one I'm putting in right now. They look identical. The only difference is, and I'll put the data sheet up on the screen, these mosfets, I guess you call them, they look like they have a little bit higher rating, so hopefully, and I was pushing this like way out of control, just kind of probably pushing it too hard, obviously, but hopefully this turns back on, and we'll see. Alright, now before I mount this, I just want to show you how I mounted this against the wall here. That's some cement board against some drywall. On this left side here is a stud, and then as you can see, I have 3 screws mounted. There's no stud on this side, but between the drywall and the cement board, it's got enough thickness that it's plenty strong. So let's look at this power board again. So this is the power board that came that I took out the bad one. Not a lot to it. There's just a bunch of MOSFETs on both sides, and then a couple capacitors, and I don't know what that is, but yeah, very simple. And these MOSFETs are, and I'll show you the stats. These are, I believe, the 110 MOSFETs. They're made by International Rectifier, and then the 201 MOSFETs are the newer ones. And if I put the stats on it, I don't know much about MOSFETs and transistors, but it looks like they have, I don't know, like a 20% better power handling. So it's no secret that SunGoldPower doesn't make their inverters, at least not these components, and they're not made in California. However, International Rectifier is a well-known MOSFET. If you ever watch like Buildzoid videos, all those like really expensive motherboards use either International Rectifier or I think Texas Instruments. So good quality stuff, just maybe the old design was a little bit underpowered for this size inverter. But yeah, I'm glad I replaced it. Now I've seen guys with similar ones. I think I spent about $300 replacing this board. I've seen guys like, spend $100 to replace all these, but my God, I guess you can do that if you have fun with that kind of thing, but I just don't have time for that. So, and I think there was a problem with the actual circuit board had damage to it too, so it would have been probably a waste of time and money to try to replace all these. So yeah, let's get this mounted and hopefully it works. All right, so moment of truth. Some of y'all probably would have liked to see me actually install this. It's pretty simple. Just make yourself a video. There's a couple like wires hanging here, and then there's another circuit board on top that you have to take off. It's got a couple wires hanging. I mean, you guys are smart. I just didn't feel like making an hour video installing this board, but really it's not that hard. So yeah, first I'm going to do is before I turn it on, I'm going to use a resistor to pre-charge the capacitors in there. And it should get a little tiny spark. There we go. Now I can turn it on. I don't have anything hooked up on the output on the main line, but I do have some on the side here. But let's see. Come on, please. Oh, yes. Okay. And it's charging. I got a little Ego charger using the side. Yes. All right, hey, yeah, it kind of sucked that I had to do that, but it was a good learning experience. I just, pushed it a little bit too hard, but SunGoldPower was really helpful and helped me get the parts, and yeah, just happy I got it up and running again. All right, hey, thanks for watching, guys. Any questions, leave them below. Like, share, and subscribe as always, and see you next time.